Hi, my name is Victor, and today I'm going to briefly show you how to evaluate piecewise functions. Now, piecewise functions are going to look like something that's written here, right? We have this function here, and it's defined in two pieces. Right? We have this top piece, and we have this bottom piece. Now, the way that you know which piece to use, you're given conditions. In this top condition, all the x's that you're going to use have to be smaller than 0. So we will use the top function. In this bottom piece, all the x's that we would use would have to be greater than or equal to 1. Okay? So when you're asked to evaluate a piecewise function, you're going to see something like this, for example. F of negative 1 equals what, right? Or f of 4 equals, and they want us to find the answer. So let's start with the negative 1, right? Here, this negative 1 represents our x, okay? Now this x, we have to see what condition does this x fall under. Does it fall under this condition up here, where it's less than 0? Or does it fall under this condition here, where it's greater than 1? So negative 1, obviously, is less than 0. So we would use the top function, which is x minus 3, okay? Now, for that x, we're going to plug in the negative 1. And we still have our minus 3 there, right? So again, right, we just took this negative 1, we plugged it in for this x here, because we're using the top function, because negative 1 is less than 0, okay? So now we just go ahead and do the math, right? Negative 1 minus 3 gives us a value of negative 4. And that would be your final answer when evaluating f of negative 1, right? Now let's go to f of 4, for example, right? We know again this 4 represents our x, and 4 falls under which category? Is it less than 0, or is it greater than or equal to 1? So obviously 4 is bigger than 1, so 4 is greater than 1. So that means that we're going to be using this bottom piece here. So this 4 is going to go into this x up here that's being squared. Okay? Now, since we're having x squared, now the x is 4. So we're going to have 4 squared plus 1. Now 4 squared, that gives us a value of 16. 16 plus 1 gives us a value of 17. And that'll be your final answer when evaluating the piecewise function for f of 4. So there you have it. That's simply all that's to it to evaluating piecewise functions. Just make sure you look at your conditions, right? And then you just do the math from there. Any questions, comments, leave them below. And until next time.